Hey there, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. I make these videos each week for you, and today I am trying some new equipment. I'm trying a microphone. We're going to experiment a little bit and try to get the quality of these up just a bit and see how that goes so I can continue to help you guys make your videos. I'm always trying to kind of push the envelope and try the new technology and see what works best. But I am with Munzing Mortgage Group once again. I've been a lender down here in South Orange County for about 21 years, 27 years in total in real estate. I've got a lot of experience to help you, help your buyers. Have them call me. When you find a new buyer looking to buy a home, whether it be Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, I'm here for you. I'm the guy for you. Get them over to my website at www.mikemunzing.com. Have them go to my online application, fill that out. We'll get their credit pulled. We'll get them ready to go. I want to jump into real quick while you got the website up, my rate sheet for the week. I like to kind of touch on that a little bit as we end the week. Rates are pretty much level with last week. We had a nice week for the bond markets, but they have kind of leveled off where they were last week. Still just below 5% for the conforming, and right close to 5% for the conforming jumbos. And the larger jumbos are a little bit higher, kind of looking more in the 5-year programs on that. But print this out, take it to your open house, talk to your new buyers about it, and have them give me a call once again. As I do every couple of weeks, I cover the housing report from Stephen Thomas. I'm going to bring it up on the screen here so you can see it. Pause this video, go to my site, print up that housing report so we can follow along. He's got some great information. It's a 7 to 8 page report, very detailed, lots of charts, lots of graphs, great information for you to learn and share with your buyers and your sellers. But let's touch on a couple of things here. First of all, his comment is, where are the discretionary sellers? Now, the overall vibe that he has here is that there are more sellers jumping into the market. A lot of you ask me, Mike, what's going on in this marketplace? Yes, there are more sellers jumping in, but these sellers are not as realistic as we would hope they would be. On the flip side, the buyers are a little more aggressive than we would hope they would be. So I do believe we're having a little bit of trouble putting these deals together. I've got some clients that you're working with, some of my realtor friends are out there making offer after offer after offer, and we don't seem to come to grips with some of these buyers. It is a bit frustrating. So sellers are a little overexcited about the increase in the market. They're not pricing aggressively, and the buyers are lowballing most of the deals here. As per the overall housing demand, Stephen covers this. The demand, which he rates as those properties that are currently in escrow, and they are up about 8% for the last 2 weeks, up a couple hundred properties to a level of 2,923 properties currently in escrow in Orange County overall, across all spectrums of the county, all price ranges. So that is up 8%. He does also touch on an area, which I disagree with him a little bit, on distressed properties. Maybe he's got the short sales covered, but as you saw in my last week's video for the foreclosure video, we are seeing quite a jump in the actual homes sold in the foreclosure market, going back to the banks. I am hoping that those will be flooding the market, hitting the market, and maybe help out some of our buyers. I do want to jump over here. As you can see, for the table, it really covers, as a chart that covers every city, all the zip codes for the county, so you can really break it down and get a good idea of what is on here. You'll see some other pages if you print the report that also break it down per distress, per different price ranges. You can really get an idea how this market is moving, and it will be very helpful for your buyers and your sellers. Okay, now I want to jump into a report that has come out of tremendous concern. It's called the Reforming America's Housing Finance Market. It's brought out by the Obama administration along with the Department of the Treasury and Department of HUD. Kevin Buddy was talking about it this morning. I'd heard about it, but really wanted to print that out. Have not been able to go through the whole thing, but let me show you, touch on a couple of introduction highlights. Definitely areas of concern. They are, I come from more of a conservative bent when it comes to looking at these things, but they are promoting more of a, hey, get more in tune with renting property rather than buying. They are also hinting at getting rid of that tax deduction. They said our plan also dramatically transforms the role of government in the housing market. In the past, the government financial and tax policies encouraged housing purchases and real estate investment. They're trying to change that a little bit. They're looking to get rid of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, push the lending over to the private sector, which is going to make it quite a bit higher in the rates because the local banks are not going to be wanting to really utilize as much the mortgage-backed security market, which is what has allowed us to keep these rates low because of the sellability of the loans, the transferability of these loans. So this is going to highly change things for us. And if we lose that tax deduction, that will highly affect the price of the homes as well, of course. Another area that I found is kind of an oxymoron, you might say. Going forward, the government's primary role should be limited to robust oversight. Basically, they're saying they're going to be limited to massive oversight into everything that we are doing. We see that in so many ways already. They are talking about stricter underwriting guidelines, which I do agree with. That was a massive part of the problem. But they're also talking about more equity in the homes for the buyers, i.e., larger down payments. The one area of concern, obviously myself being a political guy, I am very concerned about a term called social justice, redistribution of wealth, and the whole, more of a socialist bent to things. And in this case, they are promoting a level playing field in the real estate world, kind of a social justice, equating the outcome for all of the buyers. I don't know quite what they're proposing there, but they are looking at fairness in the real estate world. That is a scary concept. The next page here, they once again touch back on the getting rid of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. They do implement and say that they're going to have to very much use that Dodd-Frank Act that was passed towards the end of last year, which is very disconcerting. And the certain irony that I find here is that it is supposed to restore the trust in the real estate lending investor world, buyers and sellers. My problem here is that the current administration, the current people in charge, have no experience in our industry. They basically have no experience in the private sector working world. A large percent, over 90% of the administration are purely academics. They're professors. They're coming out of the universities. They do not have any real world experience, and that is definitely a problem. And in other areas, the government must also help ensure that all Americans have access to quality housing that they can afford. Last time I checked, that housing is not a right. It should not be guaranteed by the federal government. This is definitely a whole program that is very much of concern to me, but I want to make you aware of it. Go to my website, find the link, go to the email I'm sending you, go to the link and print this up, review it for yourself. It will make a major difference in the coming years for our real estate world. Okay, finally, in the political side of things, I am hosting an event coming up. I mentioned it last week. It is my Mike Munzing's Conservative Happy Hour in Aliso Viejo at Stadium Brewing Company. If you can make it next Thursday, March 3rd, from 6:30 on. I put 6:30 to 8:30, but we're going to let that thing rip all night long. Chuck DeVore, former assemblyman, he ran for Senate last round. Very experienced in the Middle East. He'll be talking about what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on around the world, also talking about some current event stuff in other areas. But should be a great chat from Chuck. Meet a lot of great people. Let's really bury that place in, folks. And I'd love to have you there. Love to have you bring your friends. Let's just create some discussion. Our founding fathers met. They talked politics. They talked about current events. We need to do more of that and really get out there and talk to each other. So go to that event. Once again, I will be working this weekend. It should be beautiful out. Call me, If you have any new buyers, give me a call, get them back over to the website. Let's work together. I really, really look forward to helping you have a wonderful 2011. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. Let's work together. Call me anytime, 949-689-5626. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.